Hi, my name is Andrea Mitchell, and I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And all that means is that I have found enough friends who have found enough friends to get me to the top of the company, which is incredible. I truly believe in these products, and that's how this all started out. But let me tell you why. 4 years ago, I started taking the products, the pink drink that is so famous, and our accelerator, because I needed energy. I have 3 kids. Our oldest at the time was 7, and she has cerebral palsy, but she also struggles with epilepsy. And we had struggled with for years, just hospital stays, and with 3 small children. My boys at the time were 5 and 4, 5 and 3, and they are exhausting. It's so tiring. And having a handicapped child did not help. So a few months later, I realized that the products were really working well for me. My blood work was actually so much better that I asked my friend Rosalind that I was purchasing from if they had anything else, and she mentioned they had a probiotic and something called BioCleanse and a multivitamin. And those are the 3 things that kind of perked my attention. Again, we have our daughter that has cerebral palsy and epilepsy, and we'd struggled for years with massive grand mal seizures. We'd been in the hospital no less than 20 times, and most of her seizures were infection induced. We were on prophylaxis antibiotics for urinary tract infections, and it seemed like every time she would get an infection, she would also get a seizure. And they say she just has a low threshold, so anytime something in her body just didn't go well, constipation or an infection, she would seize. And so we've gotten the seizures under control with some pharmaceuticals, and we had some great doctors in Fort Worth that were doing a great job getting her off as many meds as we could. And we were maxed out on 3. If you know anything about seizures, we were maxed out on Trileptal, Vimpat, and Keppra. And so this doctor took her off everything, put her on 1 low dose of a medicine, and we slowly weaned off of that. But we were still struggling with urinary tract infections and the fear that at any point the seizures could come back. So they kept telling us, you need to get her on a probiotic, and we did. Y'all, we tried every single one on the market. If you can mention a probiotic, I promise we've had it. Countertop, refrigerator, liquid, powder, packets, capsules, everything. And we tried them all, and we saw no difference. We were still having breakthrough UTIs, still having massive constipation issues. Everything over the counter you can mention, we had tried, and it was awful for her. In fact, a lot of over-the-counter constipation meds take the liquid from the colon or from the kidneys to give to the colon, and if you're struggling with urinary tract infections, then that's a really bad thing. So I told my friend Rosalind, let's try the probiotic, the BioCleanse, which is something I knew Ella would need every day, and the multivitamins. She had been fairly malnourished since she was born. She was on a feeding tube for a while. She was on baby food, and things had to be ground up for her. So we really were struggling there. And so in the first 48 hours, we realized that she was going to the bathroom on her own, having a movement without our assistance, which was huge. It was normal consistency. I think we cried tears of relief, all of us. And then we noticed over the next couple of months, we weren't visiting the urologist, and we weren't having any issues at all with her going to the bathroom. She was getting all new hair growth. She had all these little baby hairs of new hair growth, so we knew the multivitamin was working. We knew that her gut health was just getting better, and it took us about 3 months. And then I started sharing it with my friends. I had to. And when you know something works, when you know something is effective, and here was our final test. So we're off all meds. We are on no pharmaceuticals at all. We haven't had a seizure in 5 years. I think a lot of that is due to just her general health. She's probably the healthiest one of us. And then this last week we went to Colorado, and they warned us a few years ago we really couldn't take her anywhere with altitude because there's a good chance it would trigger a seizure. We just spent a week in Colorado and not a single seizure. So we kind of feel like we're in the clear. And I want to say, I really feel like Plexus has helped keep her healthy so that her threshold for seizures has gone up, and we don't have to worry about them at this stage. So I'm really excited. And if you have someone that is struggling and you think that anything I could say would help, feel free to send them this video, and feel free to message me, and I will help wherever I can. Y'all have a great day.